guys, welcome back to our continuing coverage at NAB Show 2015 in Las Vegas. I'm John P.
I'm Giovanni, and we are here with the host of the entire show.
The most special visitor we have on the entire broadcast, Senator Smith, the CEO and president of the NAB. Thank you so much for coming to join us.
Delighted.
I love being able to call you Senator Smith.
Well,
that's not something you just run into every day.
It's a title some people still want to use. And
you don't want them to?
No, it's fine. I'm Gordon, though.
You just want us to call you Gordon?
Yeah, just call me Gordy.
We can do that. We can
call me
all
Gordy.
right.
Gordy, you got it.
But I love calling you that because it's so awesome.
Well, it's a high privilege to serve our country, and particularly in the U.S. Senate. But, you know, that was a good chunk of my life.
Yes, and now you have a new chunk.
Now I have a new chunk, and it is so exciting.
Is this one even crazier than the other because you are heading up the entire National Association of Broadcasters? That's a big job.
What's fun about it is you're sort of at the crossroads of big business, big entertainment, and big politics.
Yeah.
And all of which means a lot to the American people. Now, whether they take it for granted or not, broadcasting makes a tangible, qualitative difference to the life of every American.
It does. You're
Absolutely.
right.
So tell us a little bit about some of the highlights of the show and some of the milestones that we've got from this year.
Well, I've been here at NAB as its CEO for 5 years now, and this is my 5th show, and far and away, this is the best by a number of different measures. They're all good, and they all move a lot of American commerce. And a lot of information's exchanged. But this one, we've gone over 100,000. We're literally at 103,000 attendees.
Wow.
Which is, we haven't hit that number since well before my time.
Wow.
We've over 1 million square feet of exhibitor space.
We've walked it all. That's a lot.
Yeah, my feet hurt.
Well, it's you know, Vegas is the place we come. We like to come, but it's also the only place that can accommodate us with all of its infrastructure. Yeah. So we're very appreciative of the people here.
And I heard there were like 1,700 exhibitors.
1,700. And you know, what's really significant about that number is just not that number, which a majority of which are U.S. companies, but over 600 of them are from foreign countries.
Yeah.
So this is becoming not just a vital part of American commerce, it's really part of the world's commerce.
International trade.
And this is where people come. It's the world's largest media and entertainment trade show, and it's showing up in the numbers and the amount of business that's done here, particularly the amount of information that's being exchanged in this vastly expanding and fracturing telecommunications universe, and so it's exciting.
We were walking the floor today, and we were kind of, we're looking around at all the services and the products we see, and kind of having a discussion about what we thought was, the game changer this year. What was the best of show? What products, used to be, the eye openers, and now you start seeing products and services that are becoming more mature and more stable. From your perspective, what speaks to you this year?
Any standouts?
Any standouts at all?
Well, I think you have to say what's really new and exciting in broadcasting is the use of drones and the drone pavilion here. That's going to bring into your living room and on your cell phones and iPads pictures that we could never imagine before. But there's so much more than that. I mean, I think the world of 4K and future 8K, that's here. It's here now. And when the American people and people around the world get a taste of it, they're going to say, yeah, I need that. That's really cool stuff, because it makes an amazing difference in what's displayed. And so it's just, with all the technology, all the multiplication of platforms in which our content can show up now, it's really exciting. It's not just the big screen in the living room.
No.
As important as that is, there's all kinds of ways now that we can access it.
The little screen and the watches
and everything.
So, the NAB show is awesome. It's like Candyland for people like us. And by the way, one other little interesting note, because we do a lot of different events, a lot of trade shows. What we find very interesting when we talk to the attendees here is we ask them, what are you doing here? And they tell us, we're shopping. Like when you talk about commerce, there is a lot of that going on here. But as big as NAB show is, you actually have to keep a broader eye on NAB in general, the organization. And I know there's a lot of things that you have to get involved with political issues and social issues. What are the big hot topics that you could give us in a little nutshell here?
Well, you know, the challenge broadcasting has is that we were the first. We're the first wireless, if you will. And because we're not new, people think, well, maybe that's yesterday. But the truth is, the architecture of broadcasting of one to everyone in a geographic area, it's free, it can do live without any net increased use of spectrum, and it's local. It ties people to their communities, it enhances civic life. It does more than just entertain, which is very important, but it also keeps us safe, lets you know what's coming, what the weather is, if a tornado, a hurricane, a terrorist attack. We're the first informers. So we're really an important part of the landscape of people's communication life.
The entire culture.
Yeah. So we're a survivor, but I'm more interested in being a thriver for broadcasting. And so as all these newfangled devices come up, it's still that broadcast content and its architecture and its localism that actually translate in a meaningful, beneficial way into the lives of every person in this country and around the world. That's really an exciting medium.
It is.
So you mentioned that you've got well over 100,000 people registered at the event, which is more than since before your time, which tells me that the industry seems healthy then, and there's been a lot of transformation, right? I mean, there's a lot of upheaval, but the industry, if we've got 100,000 people here, that feels healthy then. I mean, how is it?
It is. It's interesting. You mentioned a lot of people are looking, but one of the neat things about the timing of the NAB show is they're buying too. I always go to CES, and they have more people come to that to look at all the gadgets. It tends to be a lot more looky-loos there even because it's more of a retail, kick the tires. But the timing of our show, what I'm told by our exhibitors is it isn't so many how many come, but who comes. Yeah. And the people who come to the NAB show are the ones who are ready to do business. So there's a lot of commerce transacted right here.
Definitely.
And it's very exciting.
Well, speaking of which, first of all, we're glad to have you looking out. We are part of this industry.
We're glad of that.
We are glad to have you looking out for us, so thank you very much for that. And I know you have more business you need to go conduct. We want to be we want to respect your time. So thank you again for coming on.
And all the best to your viewers, and we appreciate your involvement in the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for hosting.
Okay, guys, stick around. We've got a lot more coverage coming your way right into just a few minutes.